It's a iOS application, and the idea was my partner works as a volunteer for our public hall in Stretford. And they have an issue whereby they have a lot of people volunteering in the group and they can't really track who's doing what, like who's doing the most work, who they can kind of recognise for doing the things that they, some people do loads of work for people, other people sort of drop in and out. So she kind of put the idea in my head to kind of come up with something that would allow us to log into the app, create a group, and bring volunteers in based on their sort of skill set, and you can then sort of help out on events that require those skills. We've got this, which I thought this looked complicated until I saw some of the others, and I was like, oh, that's not too bad. The main thing centres around the user, and this just sort of takes you on there's a bit of a flow through the app. So if they're not a user, they get a sign up screen. They go through, they can add all their name and the skills they want to offer, and then from there they can create a group, and through that they'd be able to either be an admin or be a member of the group, view events, look at sort of leagues in terms of who's done the most sort of volunteering, and also just add events. So we sort of started out with this as like a base idea.
Before talking about the back end, this is let's say the structure or the things in back end. We have users, areas, groups, events. This is the main tables, the main things. Multi-users maybe belong to one area. For example, in Manchester, there is a lot of volunteers. In this area, we have a lot of groups. In this group, we have a lot of events. So the user in area A can reach group A, group B, and the events also. But the user here in area B will not be able to reach this. In the back end, we used Express, Bluebird, and PG Promise, Postgres, SQL database, and Heroku to deploy the server with the database. Communiteer, we have 9 tables. 5 of them are main tables: users, areas, groups, events, and skills. And we have 4 tables to connect these tables with each other.
So then I think we completed our database and everything, so we don't want it to be run on the local host. So that the next thing was to deploy it at somewhere that our front-end team could get it from the cloud. We tried to deploy it on the Heroku and server and as well as the database, and it is not only HTTPS request, so it is more secure and more reliable. Actually, SSL is a protocol. When there are the requests of HTTP, there is no protocol involved, so anybody can alter the things between them.
When you come in, so this is the groups that you can be a member of. So you can be if you're an admin, Pat Sharp's Funhouse Day Crash is my one of my admin groups. When you click on here, you can go in, and this is the group card. It's like sort of displaying basic, whole lot of fun prizes to be won apparently. And within this, I can add an event as well. So if I click that, I'll get this thing here, and I'll just I don't know, like what would Pat Sharp do? Like race, fake car, round track. Created that date. We can go back to our main page here, and we can sort of search through the events. And if you're a fan of Pat Sharp, somewhere down here we've got the fake race car track day, so anyone within that area can then go and join Pat Sharp on his event there.